Schengen Visa Insurance. Schengen Travel Visa Insurance. Travel medical insurance policies that fulfill Schengen visa requirements when traveling to the Schengen area in Europe. Visitors must be prepared to handle any unforeseen medical expenses in case of accidents or injuries. To ensure financial support and peace of mind during their journey, it is a must for travelers to obtain travel insurance when applying for a Schengen visa. Schengen visa insurance requirements. Medical insurance for a Schengen visa must meet the following criteria. A minimum coverage of medical costs, at least €30,000, equivalent to 33,100 United States dollars as of August 2023. It should cover all member states of the Schengen area. Cover any expenses that might arise with repatriation for medical reasons, urgent health attention and/or emergency hospital treatment or death. Europe Assistance, a leading travel insurance company and the popular comparison website VTI.travel through its partners, offers the essential insurance certificate required for a Schengen visa application. VTI.travel by Insert allows you to compare prices and coverage options from multiple insurers to find the best policy for your needs. Even though travel health insurance is worth having for all travelers to Europe, not everyone is required to have it. A travel insurance policy is a mandatory requirement only for travelers applying for a Schengen visa. This group of travelers is always required to have the needed coverage for the entire period of their stay in Europe, regardless if they go there for business, tourism, studying, holidays, or other reasons. Foreign travelers visiting Europe who enjoys visa-free travel to the Schengen zone can get their preferred Europe travel insurance policy if they want to, and while it is highly recommended, they are not required to. The Schengen Travel Insurance Plan, Schengen Plus by Europe Assistance, provides the mandatory insurance certificate needed for a Schengen visa and offers extended coverage wherever you travel in the Schengen area or in the EU. The countries covered include the Schengen area, plus EU countries, Bulgaria, Romania, Cyprus and Ireland. Travel insurance is a must when applying for a Schengen visa. Extract from Regulation EC No. 810/2009 of the European Parliament and of the Council of 13 July 2009, which entered into force on April 5, 2010. Applicants for a uniform visa for one or two entries shall prove that they are in possession of adequate and valid travel medical insurance to cover any expenses which might arise in connection with repatriation for medical reasons, urgent medical attention and/or emergency hospital treatment or death, during their stays on the territory of the member states. The insurance shall be valid throughout the territory of the Schengen area member states and cover the entire period of the person's intended stay or transit. The minimum coverage shall be your 30,000 inches. Who must purchase Schengen travel health insurance? Anyone traveling temporarily to the Schengen zone from a country subject to visa requirements, be it individual visitors or group visitors, tourists, or business travelers. The travel health insurance policy for the Schengen visa application can easily be purchased online here at a very low cost, or you can explore VTI.travel by Insert to conveniently compare prices and coverage options from AXA, Allianz, and Mutuaid before making a decision. Who provides Schengen travel insurance? First and foremost, the health insurance policy you might already possess through your employment contract might cover international medical emergency expenses. However, there are usually limitations to what is covered. Therefore, one shall know what to expect and what not to expect when having a medical issue in Schengen territory. Usually, travelers purchase an individual Schengen travel insurance policy for the days planned to spend in Europe at the rightful insurance provider. Make sure the company you choose is licensed and accepted in the Schengen country you are planning to travel to. We recommend buying Schengen visa insurance from Europe Assistance or the European comparison website VTI.travel, partner of AXA, Allianz and Mutuaid. All these companies are accepted by European embassies and consulates worldwide. You can also cancel it free of charge if you present proof that your visa has been rejected. How much does Schengen insurance cost? Schengen travel insurance can be very affordable, with prices for a one-week insurance policy as low as €18 minus €20. However, the cost of Schengen insurance ultimately depends on several factors: your age, how much coverage you want, the trip duration, as well as the specific insurance company. Here are the travel insurance premiums from Europe Assistance. Duration of travel: Schengen area only, Schengen Plus. Extended protection, Schengen Plus EU countries. Up to 7 days €18 €28. Up to 15 days €30 €49. Up to 31 days €46 €73. Up to 45 days €56 €85. Up to 63 days €72 €99. Up to 90 days €88 €125. Up to 105 days €107 €159. Up to 158 days €165 €239. Up to 365 days €285 €429. Find out more. For more information about choosing the best and the cheapest Schengen insurance plan for your needs, please visit Europe Assistance or vti.travel. Schengen Travel Insurance for Seniors. If you want to buy travel insurance for seniors, read our article, Schengen Insurance for Senior Citizens and Pensioners. Coronavirus and Travel Insurance Restrictions. The World Health Organization (WHO), on March 11, 2020, declared COVID-19 a pandemic. Do Schengen visa insurance plans cover COVID-19? Yes, some Schengen insurance policies cover COVID-related illness, provided that when you travel, you respect the laws and regulations of your country's government and the World Health Organization (WHO). COVID-19 insurance covers the following: health emergencies related to COVID-19, including medical treatment, medication, and hospitalization. PCR test, sometimes. Expenses related to quarantine requirements, such as accommodation, are not covered. The amount of COVID insurance coverage depends on the specific policy. For example, AXA covers your medical and repatriation costs if you fall ill with COVID-19 and related illnesses, whereas Mondial Care covers all medical consequences of contracting COVID-19 and a positive PCR test but not a negative one. On the other hand, some insurance companies do not cover any expenses related to epidemics or pandemics, including COVID-19, under any circumstances. Visit vti.travel, the leading European comparison website in partnership with industry giants AXA, Allianz, and Mutuaid, to confidently browse and compare a diverse range of insurance policies. With their selection of insurance policies that provide comprehensive coverage for COVID-19, all epidemics, and epidemic quarantine costs, you can enjoy your travels with complete peace of mind. Start comparing now on vti.travel. Whether an insurance company covers COVID will be stated in their policy features and terms and conditions, so make sure you read the fine print well. What if the embassy asks for a Schengen insurance certificate with COVID protection? If your insurance policy includes Schengen protection, it should state so on the certificate. If your insurance certificate does not explicitly state that you have COVID protection, you could ask your insurer to provide you with one that does. Can I extend my travel insurance policy if I need to prolong my trip due to COVID-19 travel restrictions? If your trip in Europe is extended due to COVID travel bans, and your travel insurance is about to expire, you can purchase a new insurance policy or renew your existing one. You will, of course, have to pay an additional charge. Check with your travel insurance company regarding their rules on the extension or renewal of a policy. If I need to prolong my trip due to a closure of the airport or due to official travel restrictions, can I extend my insurance policy? Each travel insurance company applies its own rules. Contact their customer service support team to know the details. It should be possible to either get a refund for your current policy or be able to extend your current travel policy. Helpful tips about Europe visa insurance. As aforementioned, before purchasing another travel insurance policy for your upcoming travel to Europe, ensure that the one you already have doesn't cover or alleviate any international health emergency costs. If your policy covers some international medical costs, carefully check the restrictions and limitations of the travel insurance policy. If you are traveling by car in the Schengen region and cannot afford to pay crazy amounts of money in case of an unpredictable car accident, or you are not willing to give all that money away, you should consider purchasing combined travel insurance, including health matters as well as valuable possessions. Depending on the travel destination, the risk of illness varies with the changes in the climate or the natural habitat, unfamiliar microbe residents. It's highly recommended for people with pre-existing conditions like allergies, for example, to carry their medical file from their personal physician describing the condition and the drugs prescribed to maintain it. In case one has a chronic disease, it's wise to carry the prescribed drugs in the amount needed for the days spent traveling in Europe. What does Schengen insurance policy usually cover? A good travel insurance policy for the Schengen area should cover the following costs: medical emergency, accident or sickness while in the Schengen area; emergency evacuation, repatriation of remains, return of a minor, accidental death, injury or disablement benefit, overseas funeral expenses. Usually, the insurers cover pregnancy-related expenses, if the travel occurs during the first trimester. After that, Insurance coverage varies from insurer to insurer. Travel medical insurance policies that fulfill Schengen visa requirements can be purchased online directly on the website of Europe Assistance or on the European comparison website vti.travel, where you can compare prices and coverage options from industry leaders AXA, Allianz, and Mutuaid. Can I get Schengen visa without travel insurance? Every person applying for a Schengen visa to visit Europe must hold a valid travel insurance policy regardless of the reason for travel: tourism, leisure, business, studies or other. Should travel visa insurance policy cover all Schengen area countries? Yes, a travel health insurance policy should cover all member states: Austria, Belgium, Croatia, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Italy, Latvia, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden and Switzerland. What is presumably excluded or optional in a common Schengen insurance policy? Every travel insurance company is different, however, there are ones that offer to cover additional costs if necessary. If not, additional insurance must be purchased to cover explicit costs like pre-existing conditions, e.g., asthma, diabetes, sports with an element of risk, e.g. skiing, scuba diving, travel to high-risk countries, e.g., due to war, natural disasters or acts of terrorism. Acute onset of pre-existing conditions, it means a sudden and unexpected occurrence of pre-existing medical conditions without any prior warning from a healthcare professional. If you have pre-existing conditions, make sure to get this coverage to protect you against any emergency situation that arises due to pre-existing conditions despite taking care. How to find cheap Schengen travel insurance? Finding the right cheap travel visa insurance for Europe calls for individual and more in-depth research. This means having to search online on your own for the appropriate travel insurance policy. It is recommended that you compare products and companies before you decide which company has the cheapest and the best travel insurance for the Schengen visa. Something not to be confused about is the price, as not all low-cost travel insurance policies contain low-quality services and not all expensive insurance plans have a high-quality offer. That is why, the safest way to choose amongst boundless offers of travel insurance companies properly is by choosing not the cheapest travel insurance but the policy which covers all the areas as required by the Schengen visa application requirements. Why do we suggest you choose Europe Assistance or Insert as your travel insurance partner when applying for a Schengen visa? All these companies are top leaders in the travel insurance industry. They meet all Schengen visa requirements. Ideal for visitors or guests, visitor visa; business travelers, business visa; tourists, tourist visa; group visitors, visitor visa for travel groups. Immediately download your insurance certificate letter. Reimbursement in case of visa refusal, free of charge, subject to presentation of proof that a visa has been refused. Getting your travel visa insurance from Europe Assistance or VTI Travel by Insert will allow you to fully enjoy your travel to the Schengen area and Europe with peace of mind. Which nationals are required to purchase travel insurance for a Schengen visa? Nationals and passport holders of any of the following countries are required to buy travel insurance to be able to apply for a Schengen visa.